Yo, wait, have we got on a call before?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you able to take this call for like the next 40 to an hour?
Yeah, I should be able to. Is my screen weird for you?
Yeah, it's like sideways.
Oh, fuck. Nope, that did not do it. Oh, am I good now?
Yeah. Are you calling from your laptop or your phone? I'm just kind of curious.
I'm doing it from my phone because I tried to do it on my computer and for some reason it wasn't letting me.
Okay. So yeah, usually how these calls goes, dude. I'm here to take some notes, right? Learn a bit more about you, find out some of your goals. If this is something for you, obviously we get you into the, academy. If not, then, we part ways and I could at least steer you to the right direction in terms of like where you want to go. Does that sound good?
Yep.
All right, so perfect. So yeah, I mean, before we even get started, like, what was I guess, like the intent behind like booking in this call, learning more from Andrew about high ticket sales?
Um, I mean, I've seen it across my social media a lot, but
Mhm.
recently, well, I mean, I'm a senior in high school, so I'm going off to college soon, and I know I want to make a little bit more money before I head off to college, and I was kind of just like brainstorming some ideas, and I see a lot of high ticket sales. I see like day trading and stuff, but I mean that's not like I don't feel that's sustainable or anything like that. So I wanted to get into something to where I think also I wanted to like learn a skill that's important, and obviously sales is important in most jobs. So it kind of just seemed like it aligned with what I wanted.
Okay, so you want the skill set, and then you also mentioned how you you're going to college and you want to make some side money, and you've been seeing a lot of high ticket sales, like kind of entrepreneurs on your For You page.
I've got yeah, honestly like for months now, but and
Mhm.
then I came across Andrew's TikTok.
Yeah,
Is that his name, Andrew?
yeah, it's Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I mean I clicked on his Instagram, but then he like said to reach out if you wanted to like get into it, so I just took that as an opportunity to reach out.
Okay, and real quick before we even move forward, like, have you previously hopped on any of these calls before, like something like similar to this?
No, never.
Okay. Just so I know, I mean, when you were speaking to Andrew, like, what was it specifically about him that made you want to hop on a call like this, or was it simply because he literally just texted you like, "Hey, we can hop on a call"?
Um, I mean, he was pretty open to communicating, like he was quick to respond, and I mean he kind of had like proof of some stuff on his Instagram. Like it seemed
Mhm.
like he was actually helping people, and he
Yeah.
seemed I mean he was like I mean he was personable, like he was nice, and I don't know, he genuinely seemed like he was trying to inform me. So
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I guess like about high ticket sales, you told me you kind of had it on your For You page for like the past couple months. I mean, what exactly do you know about high ticket sales? Like, what is your current understanding of what it even is?
I mean honestly, I don't know a whole lot, but based off from what I've seen and from what Andrew's kind of been preaching is that you're like the middleman in the transaction between like people with like a valuable like asset. Like for example, like he a lot of his stuff has to do with like courses. Like
Hmm.
they're expensive, someone wants to buy it, and obviously the person with the course wants to sell all their courses, but they need people to actually go in and recruit people or promote it, I guess would be a better word, and actually make the sale. So you're like the middleman, you make the sale and you get commission off that.
Hmm. Okay. And okay, so you do realize, like, as a sales rep, you're like kind of being a core seller without being a core seller.
Say that again?
Yeah, like exactly like the middleman, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then with Andrew, I mean, give me a second. I mean, real quick, because you did mention the college thing. That's kind of been back in my head a little bit, because you want to make some quick money with here, and then you want to go to college route. I mean, I'm kind of confused with that, because I know in high ticket sales you can make a decent amount, right? A couple $1,000s every month. But what's the reason behind going to college if you can already make like a decent amount with high ticket sales?
I mean, I've always kind of just wanted to go to college, and I mean, I'm majoring in business. I don't know where I'm going yet, but I think I'm going to Indiana. And I don't know. I just think it's a good opportunity. They have a top 10 business school in the country. I feel like I could get good connections. Also, like, not to sound like privileged, but I don't have to pay for it. So it's like, why
Mm.
not take that opportunity to potentially meet important people and I don't know, like, yeah, just get the college experience, get the knowledge. And I mean, my parents kind of have preached like to go to college. So if I
Mm.
didn't want to go to college, I don't know how well, I mean, I don't know how that would go. I guess as a kid, like I kind of joked
Yeah.
about not going to college and they didn't like that. But I mean, I do want to go to college.
All right. Well, that's good. I mean, there's nothing bad about it, right? Like a lot of people go to college, they pursue a certain route. Um, I guess with high ticket sales, and you did mention like trading. You didn't feel like that was sustainable. I
I
mean,
mean, like I think it's just such a long process. Like it's not something you can learn. Like it takes years and everyone that promotes it, it's like it's not all true. They're not all actually making that much money. Like I haven't tried a lot to really learn the skill set and do it, but I just know. Like I mean I know it's hard and takes hours. I'm not scared of putting in the work. I just don't know how. I just don't think it's that sustainable. Like you can make and lose so much money all at one time. I don't know if that's something I would want to do. A lot of stress with that too. Like I don't know if that's something I would be willing to do.
yeah, and I mean, dude, you say stress, but at the same time, I mean, everything else like drop shipping, freaking crypto, day trading, copywriting, growth operating, dude, everything is stressful. Like even sales right here. Like what specifically about this makes you feel like you can do something like this?
Well, I think it's just stressful in a different sense. Like if I'm not doing good on sales, like I'm not making money, like that sucks. If I'm making the wrong trades, I'm losing thousands of dollars. So
Okay.
I did crypto or did is not like a good way of explaining it. I kind of just like made my accounts and explored a little bit. And just from like trading just a little bit of money, I could just see like how like crazy it is. I mean, some people get so rich, some people just lose so much money. Like I I just don't want my stress to come from losing a shit ton of money.
Mm, okay. Yeah. I mean, dude, I tried paper trading. That shit didn't work out. But I guess coming into sales, right? You wanted a skill set. I mean, what are you currently doing? I know, like Andrew kind of told me, like you were in like golf course, or whatever. Then what was the other thing? I don't remember too much about what he said, but can you just kind of like fill me in, like what kind of happened?
Yeah, I mean, I've been super busy. Well, last year I should say I was super busy because that was junior year, which was like all my college stuff really. So it's been a mess. And then the beginning of this year, well, like last year was all SAT. Like I was just grinding for all that bullshit. And then beginning of this year, I had to do all my college apps. So I've been busy. But over the summer, yeah, I worked at a golf course, made some good money, but it was kind of just like I like golf, so free golf.
Mm,
I mean, surprisingly, it was good money, but the heat and everything. I mean, there's just no point in me get like what's the point of getting a job like that? It's not like I'm in dire need of money, so I'm not gonna put myself waste all that time. Like I'm not learning anything from that. It's just like another way to make money. Like I want to do
mm.
something where I actually learn something and make money. Like I'm not it's not all about the money for me. It's really not. I actually want to learn something.
Yeah. Okay. And you did mention how like you're kind of not in a sense where like it's cocky, but like you're kind of privileged that you can go to college for free, and then you're not in need of money. So like the reason behind coming to something like this for you is like just purely skill set. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, yeah, obviously I would like to make money, but like yeah, I want to learn something. And I think sales is a really important thing to learn. I mean, especially in the business world. Like, I don't know exactly what I'm going to major in yet, if I'm going to be in the finance world or the sales world, but regardless, it's important to have the skill set of speaking to people and trying to persuade them to buy something or just to close a deal or really anything. I mean, you need to know how to sell
Yeah.
something, sorry.
Okay. And I know like dude, like a lot of people they come into like high ticket sales, drop shipping, day trading, right? All these other niches. They look on YouTube, look at all the free stuff. Like why I guess like coming to something like this, and like what makes you want some advanced training of this instead of just like looking on YouTube and whatnot?
I mean, it's something about it, honestly. Like I go on YouTube, I have like these people, they speak in a certain way. It's like
Hmm.
it just kind of seems fake. Like I do believe out there that there are people that give good information, but it's just like it seems so like I don't. It's not personable. It seems like I'm trying to think of the word. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I don't like it, and it's harder to understand when you're not having someone like you're not getting experience from just watching YouTube. Like
Hmm.
I don't know how to just get into it without actually like connecting with people.
Hmm. Okay, like connections to what you're saying.
Yeah, like on YouTube, like what am I gonna be in the dude's comment section? And he's gonna like respond to me? Like, nah, he's got tons of people probably trying to read. Like, he's not gonna give me the time of the day or time of the day.
Hmm.
So yeah, I can't get a connection out of it.
Okay, and like I know you told me that you didn't hop on a college before, but even not even hopping on a colleges, dude. Like, have you previously invested into like anything at all, like in terms of like a course, mentorship?
No.
Okay, like why not? Why not?
I mean, I've really never like I haven't really been that motivated, honestly, in the past to like do something like this. Like I mean, I was at the time I was content with my job working at the golf course, but then just school's been taking up a good amount of my time. But now that basketball season ends in 2 weeks, and then my grades essentially are irrelevant at this point because I've already gotten into my colleges. So I actually have free time to do something, and I don't want to waste all this time between now and when I go to college.
Okay, you want to invest to a skill set. You want to get into something more remote.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, and like coming to something like this, dude. Like, what do you actually need out of like Andrew to actually get to that like that skill set you want to get?
Um, I mean, I it seems like whatever he's doing is working. Like there's proof behind it. And I mean, I even if I have all the knowledge in the world of high ticket sales, like I still then like you still have to have people to connect with to even have the opportunity to like sell something to them. Like it's really the connection. I don't know how I'm just supposed to one day randomly be selling courses to people and whose courses am I going to sell? Like I don't have that knowledge and I don't know the people to be able to do that. So I feel
Hmm.
like I can't just get into it by myself, or at least with what I know at this point.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's fair, but I mean, like with high ticket sales, dude, like how much do you actually want to make? Because coming into this, I mean, there's a wide range of like stuff you can do, like setting, closing deals, DM setting.
I mean, is it fair to ask like how much you make or
Yeah,
like
I mean that's fine. I make
no,
anywhere
I want
over.
to like I meant like I'm not saying I want to make as much as you make. I was just curious to know what you make.
Yeah, anywhere around 5 to 7K, but that's usually on different offers. Something like this, closing for Andrew simply because I used to know the guy. We're actually in a similar offer. Do you know who Jake Ryan is?
Say that again, Jake Ryan?
Jake Ryan.
I do not.
Okay, so pretty much we're in this guy's mentorship. This is like months ago, like I'd say like September, and pretty much we kind of stumbled upon each other. We found out the guy, bro, he's never closed a deal in his life, and he was selling a mentorship, right? And he ran it up. He automated everything. He had closers in place. He had coaches in place, and the dude was just larping pretty much, and it was kind of the wildest things ever. He eventually did shut down. His offer did shut down simply because everybody kind of blacklisted him. They found out that the dude's never closed in his life. He's not actually good at sales, and he's never done sales in his life. So that's why Andrew started his own mentorship, and then I'm on a other offer, but it's like Amazon FBA, so it's a completely different niche than high ticket sales. Now, does that kind of like answer your question?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I'm not expecting to just come out and make $5,000 to $7,000 a month, especially right away.
Yeah,
But
it's not an overnight success, dude. Especially like coming to something like this.
I mean, what would you say is realistic between not even like monthly, but just between
Hmm.
now and I mean, when will I go to college? Like the fall, like September. Like when would you say now till September?
I mean, you got a long time, dude. When I started, I'll be real, I didn't make a dime my first 3 months in high ticket sales. And that was simply because I did not lock in, dude. Like I was super unlocked in. I would just hang out with my ex at the time. And then, dude, I just play Fortnite, do whatever else. But if you come into something like this and you actually come in fully committed and you put in the work, I mean, dude, at least an hour a day, you'll be fine, right? You can start DM setting. Usually foreign people, they do that, right? They start DM setting, they start texting as the offer owner. And then dialing, that's like settings. So you pretty much hop on the dial. It's like, hey, is this John? I noticed you filled out a form about, learning more about day trading. What was it exactly that caught your attention about like TGR or some shit, right? And then the setter gets 5% commission if the deal closes or not. The closer, he hops on the call with his laptop and, he clicks a 10% commission out of that 5K deal or 10K deal, right? They hop on a call, similar to kind of like this. And then after that, there's also a sales manager role, right? They get revenue out of like every single sales rep. And then there's a growth operator, there's an offer owner. Dude, there's a lot of stuff that comes into this. So when you come into high ticket sales, it's not just, sales reps. There's like all types of stuff you can do, right? But does that kind of answer your question? I was kind of lost there. Like, what were you asking?
Oh, yeah, I just asked like kind of a realistic amount until September.
Yeah, dude, you have time. You have plenty of time. If you're putting in the work for like a month, I don't think it'd be impossible to hop on a setting offer, right? Where you're like able to dial leads anywhere from like, honestly, probably like 2.5 to like 4K. That's like, I'd say realistic for like setting. That's pretty much where you're tracking KPIs. You're dialing anywhere from like 4 to 8 hours, and then you're setting appointments for your closer. And then your closer closes them. And then obviously there's like room to grow as a closer on that same offer. Right.
Got
Does
it.
that kind of answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. And usually we go through a whole process, but dude, honestly, I think that, how do I say this? Like, it doesn't seem like, how do I say it? How do I say it, dude? Is that where you like you were hoping to see, like in terms of like high T sales, like wanting to make like 2 to 4K?
Are you just saying a month or just in general?
Like a month, like let's say like you were to get started and a month passed by and you were barely, on offer. Like, and then your second month you're making like at least 2K. Would that like pretty much be like a good range for you to be starting out?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Okay. And coming into something like this, dude, like obviously it's not overnight success, right? You want the skill set or train you up, right? If you don't mind, we can go over the presentation right now. Cause I mean, honestly, I've had a long day, dude. I'd rather just go over it right now, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, give me a second. Let me know if you can see my screen share. If not, then I mean I'll just re-screen share. All right, give me a second. All right. Let me actually pull it full screen. Can you see my screen share?
Yeah.
All right, so this is exactly how Andrew helps the students in the master remote high TSOs, right? So I know, like you've been looking at it for a couple months. This is how Andrew's thing is structured. So before I explain where I would do this, we have a couple students, right, in the third batch of revenue ops. So multiple students who are landing crazy offers right here, and then students who are closing deals, right? The thing is, with this third batch of students, we previously had a first batch, right? So that first batch, it was cheaper. There's a smaller amount of students because we figured from Jake Ryan's program, like the last one we were in, dude, he had like 400 students and it was just dead, right? Like there's no communication, there's no real like brotherhood, there's no I guess like community, I guess you can say, right? And that's the whole point of like having a server. So we have it in batches, right? So the first batch, there's around like 50 students. Then we move on to the second batch, another 50. Third batch, we're around what, like 20 to 30 students at the moment. And then we're gonna, move upper the price and whatnot. By then, I think there'll be someone else working with Andrew, simply because I'm helping him like rank up this whole like operation. But yeah, the plan of action, it all comes down to four essential steps, right? So pretty much it's just a skill acquisition, sales mastery. What we do is pretty much teach you the exact scripts, objection handling, and closing frameworks used by top 1% setters and closers, and how it helps you, right? No more guessing what to say. You get actual battle tested strategies that make you sound super confident, credible, and trustworthy, right? These steps include high ticket psychology and buyer behavior, proving call frameworks for discovery and closing, handling objections with confidence. So you pretty much leave knowing you can close anywhere from 3 to 40K, right? And just go more in depth. You get to master tonality, right? Understand how to use your voice, tone correctly, how to build pain, urgency, and value. And then there's deep psychological stuff that comes to this, right? So you get to understand how your prospects think, what drives them, and how to ethically lead into buying decision, right? Because you don't want to force them with a product that they don't even want to buy, right? So the second step, I personally think is the best one, right? The connections, offer placement, where you can actually land a job, right? So we'll help you choose and secure a high ticket offer that fits your strengths and real demand. So how we go about this is avoid wasting late show like shady low paying offers, right? So we do market research into thriving high ticket industries, matching your exact personality, your strengths to the right offers, setting up interviews with vetted companies. So right here, what is this? Like hiring 2 to 3 triagers. Triagers is kind of like setters. They just call it something else because it's like a different type of contract. But this is an AI agency. This one, they're doing a trading launch. This is their revenue. So if they're making 200K in revenue as a company and you get 5% of that, what is that, like 10K? You make anywhere from 10K as a setter here. But they're looking for multiple setters. So that's probably be like, what, like 5K only? And then Andrew, he'll work with you one on one, right? So he'll train you up for your interview and come up with a game plan in order to increase your job success rate. So right here are some of the opportunities we have, right? These are older ones, but we have newer ones, obviously, right? 3K month setters for ecom biz scaling offer. There's a three there's a 4K month for fitness offer, right? So people tend to buy like a lot of stuff, right? High ticket sales branches off to fitness. There's what looks maxing offers. There's BBL offers. There's freaking Amazon FBA, drop shipping, trading courses. There's even AI day trading mentorship, simply because a lot of business owners, they're already doing trading, but they'd like to scale it, right? And there's 3 month for credit and funding offer, right? So business owners who want, to leverage their credit. And the third step is real world simulations and feedback, right? So we'll do role plays, mock plays, live feedback from real high ticket closers. So how it helps you, it builds muscle memory for a high pressure sales situation without losing real deals. So we'll do mock sales calls with students and Andrew himself. And we actually have a new coach in place. His name is F. And pretty much almost every single day, he'll be doing coaching calls with the whole community. And Andrew will actually work with you one on one, right? So we'll go over live objection handling drills, detailed feedback and correction after every session. So you pretty much be ready before any live call you hop on, right? And now the final step is placement and ongoing mentorship, right? So once you're placed up on the offer and you're making anywhere from 2 to 3K, we keep guiding you as you grow, right? So you're never done after graduation. We're investing into your long-term success. Just like the first batch of students and the second batch, right? We're still in contact with them. It's not like we just left them in the dust. They're still getting constant training. They're still getting constant roles. If a role didn't work out for them, we don't charge extra. We simply let them know, like, hey, why didn't it work out? They tell us, like, oh, offer shut down. They got kicked off the role because they weren't, hitting their KPIs, as in like, the dials they need to hit, or they weren't closing a good success rate. And once we get them on new offers, we can always like troubleshoot, we can scale it. And on top of all the features, here's how Andrew's mentorship is structured, right? So right after this call, if you do decide to join, there'll be a 15 to 20-minute onboarding call with Andrew to clear up any fears, confusion around sales, landing a role. And the next steps is pretty much just get a clear, personalized plan to start making money in high ticket sales. And it's fully customized to you. That's why we don't have any video modules. We truly believe, like, if you want to watch videos, like, dude, look up high ticket sales on YouTube, right? We'd rather you do that than, watch any videos we make. We'd rather do one-on-ones or group coaching calls for it's actually like fully tailored to you, and you can ask any question on the spot when it comes to your head, pretty much, right? Is there any questions so far about like the program besides like the price itself, of course?
How many people did you say were in the first two
Yeah.
batches?
The first two batches, we had around 50, simply because we felt as though it's better that way as a community. Because if we have over 400 or something like that, like kind of like Jake Ryan had it, then it'd be kind of like a disservice to you guys.
So now that it's not who's like the higher up, I guess I should say.
Yeah, it's Andrew. And then the coach, his name's F. He's a really good coach. I've seen him coach myself. And there's students over there, right? Like obviously they're doing mock sales calls, they're doing role plays every day. But in terms of like offer placement, like Andrew will get you connected. He's tapped in with a lot of offer owners who are looking for sales reps, and Andrew's building up his reputation. But yeah, does that kind of answer your question, or what were you kind of asking?
Yeah, that answered my question.
Okay, and is there any other questions?
Um, how since like for me, basketball's
Mhm.
not over for another like 2, 3 weeks. Like, if I
Yeah.
do this, like, what is this a thing like start like tomorrow, or am I able to start when my season's over? Like, how does that all work?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's literally up to you. You can start whenever, right? Like you can pay this, and then you just start next year, right? That's if the mentorship is still open. I believe it will be, but everything in high ticket sales it moves like this, dude. Like it moves super fast, right? I've been on some offers that they just shut down immediately, right? That's when I was like still setting appointments and still, getting my sets closed for me for my closers, but something like this, dude, it's a mentorship, right? So there's no videos you have to watch. There's no schedule you have to follow. It's literally up to you whether you join the calls or not. You can forget about a month, not lock in, just kind of like I did, dude. I didn't lock in for the first 3 months, and I just kind of like thought, hey, like I have all time, I can just chill, relax. But I realized that people who got in at the same time as me eventually, dude, they grew way further ahead than I did, and I was just kind of lacking behind, and I was like, dude, I got locked in. So right after I locked in, finally got an offer, started setting, made 2 to 3K. Right after I finally locked in. But yeah, I mean, for mentorship like this, like if you do pay, right, it's not like you have to start immediately. You can start tonight. You can start honestly tomorrow, next week. It really is up to you, dude. Like we have calls going over and over pretty much every day.
And like you say, you make however much you make a month. Like, like is that separate than? Because I guess in a way, like
Mhm.
what I'm doing is like kind of what you're doing right now. So
Mhm.
is this your main thing, or you also doing like working with other, I don't know, like what's like,
Like
oh,
offer owners.
yeah,
Yeah, so this is actually just a side. I'm helping Andrew up to build up his brand simply because if you look at his following page, dude, I mean, it's at 500 followers, right? We could be real.
yeah.
And then this is the third batch. I'm working with the Amazon FBA offer. Pretty much, it's kind of like think about like drop shipping, right? But it's like more connected with Amazon FBA. So it already has like a big brand behind it. Does that kind of
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah, so or yeah, okay. So basically I'm kind of like no
Mhm.
matter what I'm doing, it's like kind of similar into like basically what just happened here. Kind of just like
Mhm.
promote, like, I mean, I guess you're promoting me a course, so I guess like not all of it will be a course, but like
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean it's gonna be
dude, the
like this in a
course.
way.
Mhm. Yeah, wait, what do you mean exactly? Like, what are you doing exactly?
Well, because in a way right now you're being a middleman to me and
Yeah.
this mentorship. So what I'm saying is like basically what you're doing to me is what I'll be doing.
Yeah, so pretty much once you're in this mentorship, right, you're training up and you become a sales rep ready to start dialing. We don't ever recommend like going to closing. Andrew doesn't permit that. He recommends you start as a dialer, you pick up the phones, and then you can eventually become a closer. For the offer you're talking about, it wouldn't be for this, dude. Like you can potentially sell for high ticket sales, maybe. Yeah, we can find you an offer like that. But there's like trading offers, there's drop shipping offers, there's AI lead gen offers. There's a lot of offers you can sell for, dude. It's not limited to just one specific niche.
And like you say like you'll be dialing. Like what is
Mhm.
like can you kind of expand on that?
Yeah, so dialing as in you get 5% commission out of every set you close. So let's say, dude, honestly, I wish every freaking person that came into these calls would come in more nurtured. But I mean, Andrew's still working on his videos. But in terms of like dialing, so there's a setter and then there's a closer, right? So these goes hand in hand. The setter earns 5% commission, closer earns 10% commission. The setter, so let's say you ever see those ads on Instagram? Hey, click my link below. I'll teach you how to start day trading. And then they fill out a form, name, email, number. The setter,
Yeah, so
right?
Andrew was
Mhm,
low key a setter to this, and you're like the
mhm.
closer because Andrew basically did all the work to get me onto this call.
Yeah, pretty much. Does that kind of answer your question? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so
kind
I'll
of
just be
vague.
doing stuff like that, just like leading them towards get hopping on that phone with the closer.
Yeah, I mean, it's very different, dude. Like, it's you could even sell for reselling. I mean, like let's look at some offer owners, right? Some people who it's better if I just show you. Like, let me just show you my other Instagram account. Give me a second. It's not even mine, but this guy I'm working with also. His name is Lucas Riesel, and I'm sales managing for this one DM setter, and pretty much he's how do I say? Can you see it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So this guy has a couple. Was it like 491K followers? Right. I'm sales managing the DM setter here because I used to DM set for here as well. And pretty much, dude, like it's very like vast. Like you're not limited to just one specific niche. Like you'll be DM setting, or you could be setting just like simply dialing, and then you can obviously scale up to being a closer. Like it's very like vast in terms of like opportunity wise.
All right, that answers my question.
Okay, I mean, dude, just so I know, like, where are you at, like, on a scale 1 out of 10, like, about this whole process? Because I do want to know, like, what's kind of like behind your thought process right now.
I mean, I'm pretty intrigued. I feel like, I mean, I still obviously got to think on it, but I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned
Okay.
what I needed to know out of this call.
Mhm. Yeah, and real quick, dude, you said you were looking at high ticket sales for a couple months. I mean, what was the reason behind like not starting sooner? Because I know a lot of people usually start sooner.
I mean, it was more of just like I see it, I put it in my favorites. I'm like, oh, like that's interesting. Like maybe I want to do that, and then I kind of just doom scroll. And it's
Um,
just like I don't know. I wasn't motivated months ago to do anything like other than school. I mean, I was putting all my energy towards like prep for SAT and all this school bullshit. So when I got home, I was just like trying to, I don't know, get some dopamine in me, I guess.
okay, and then like what actually shifted now? Then, like, you feel like you have some more motivation? Like, what's kind of going on?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had a talk with, I was having lunch with my grandfather actually, and I don't know, it was kind of weird, kind of just like talking. Yeah, he kind of had like an interesting story, like his life, the way it turned out, and we
Mm,
were just talking about it, and I was like, I don't know, it kind of made me intrigued. We were talking a lot about money and all this stuff, and I was like, I don't know, it kind of just got me thinking. And then
mm.
the whole message of it was to actually take action. So
Was it simply because your grandfather told you to take action? Like, can kind of like his life turned out and you wanted to
I mean,
like.
he didn't like just say take action, but he was like he was like explaining about me and like what he sees in me, and then he was like he kind of like psychologically quizzed me, and he was like kept saying like what do you want in life, yada yada yada, and then he was kept saying, well, you're not detailed enough, you're just like you're never gonna get any like you're never gonna get it if you're not envisioning it in detail. And he's so it was kind of like how I just said, oh, I want to be successful, I want to have all this money, but you don't actually know what you want to do. You're not like doing anything to figure out your details. So that's
Mm,
kind of what started it all.
okay, and damn, I mean, when was this talk?
Uh, Sunday.
Okay, and then that's what kind of like made you realize that, hey, I got to make a change, and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like yeah, it's like a once. Like it's not like
Mhm.
oh, like my life's gonna be fucked if I don't do anything now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if I really want to, I could just coast and then wait till college and figure this shit out later. But it's like I wanted to get this started.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like based on like the whole plan we went over, right? The game plan. So like it's tailored to you completely, right? Like where do you feel like you're at, like on a scale 1 out of 10, dude? Because I just want to figure that out before you move forward. Because if you don't feel like there's something for you, I mean, dude, that's fine. I mean, it seems like not anything crazy will happen to you if like you're not gonna commit. Because I mean, like I said, you're kind of privileged, right? It's not anything against you, right? By all means, use it to your privilege, right? Like use it as leverage.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would say probably between like a 6 and a 7. Like I'm interested. I'm not like after
Mhm.
this call, I'm not gonna be like I'm immediately doing this. Like
Mhm.
I gotta give it a little bit more like because I kind of jumped into this, so I
Mm,
do want to give it a little bit more like research and whatnot. And then honestly, I probably need to speak. Like I need some. I'd probably then reach out to some of my people and get some advice on it. But I would probably like know if I was gonna do it in like the next week.
okay. I mean, like, why is that? I'm kind of confused. Like, if you're gonna cop into a call, I mean, what was the reason behind not doing enough research?
I mean, I had. I mean, yesterday I couldn't. I had a basketball game, so that took up all day. Today I was at the doctor's all day. Well, I was at school, then I'm like sick, so I've been at the doctor all day. On
Mm,
Monday, well, I didn't think to do this till Sunday. I don't think I started talking to Andrew till Monday. So really, it's just been Monday and
how long
whatever
ago was
previous.
Monday?
I mean, today's Wednesday.
Oh shoot, it's been like 3 days, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
I mean, we were supposed to meet
mm,
Monday night, or am I tripping? Wait. Yeah, no, we were supposed to meet Monday night, but something to do with internet. So then Tuesday he wanted to meet, but I mean, I had a basketball game. That wasn't really an option. So
mm. Yeah, did we miss the schedule? I think we had a booking.
yeah, we had. I mean, I was yeah 9 on Monday.
Yeah, and then yeah, we weren't there. Andrew wasn't there, and then I had to take over. But
He
I mean,
said
dude,
like
in
his
terms of the
internet
process,
was I don't really
yeah,
know.
I mean, yeah, internet, dude. But in terms of the process, I mean, if you don't feel like this is something that's for you, I mean, dude, by all means, do as much research you need to do. Because if, dude, if it's not something you want to do, you don't feel like it's something you need to do, then I mean, that's completely fine, right? Like usually, kind of just pitch from here, let the prospect know as in terms of like the investment, and then getting them onboarded, send them Andrew's number. They can start marketing immediately, right? But if this is not something for you, that's fine, dude. But I mean, where do you feel like you're at?
I mean, I'm kind of interested in like, is it like monthly? Is it like a upfront fee? Like
Yeah,
I mean, like I feel like actually knowing the price and whatnot would like I feel like that would
yeah.
kind of help
Yeah,
know
I mean,
really
it's just
like
so yeah, it's one-time investment 500, dude. It's not like usually these prices when I bought the mentorship for Jake Ryan, it was at 5K. I asked him for, "Hey, what's the price placement price?" And they said it was 1K. So I paid a 1K. Andrew, I don't know how much he got for that mentorship, but then he started his own mentorship, and now we're in a third batch of students, and we're pricing it for 500. Obviously, as we go on to the fourth, fifth, sixth batch, we're gonna price it even higher, simply because there's like a lot more like testimonials going on. It's more like proof and leverage we can use in terms of like, this actually works. We can help you out. It's a system that, works. Like we don't have to reinvent the wheel. The wheel already spins.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I mean, where do you want to go from here, dude? Do you feel like you want to go more research, or do you feel like there's something for you?
Mm, I mean, I honestly don't think the money's that bad, but I don't. I just I mean I can't commit tonight. Like it's a little. Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
honestly, yeah, probably do a little bit more research, but I mean, I am interested. I don't have enough research for me to just commit tonight, but I wanted to get like the whole pitch and understanding.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I like from the start, like I kind of saw some red flags, but dude, honestly, I just want to keep the call going. And then right after, like, I already kind of knew, like, you didn't really know much about it. I was like, all right, bro, I'm just gonna show him what we offer and whatnot, see what he thinks about it. But brother, like, if you got to do more research, do more research. I recommend you do that. Right, search up high ticket sales, figure out more about it, learn what a setter is, closer is, because I feel like if you go more in depth from there on YouTube, it's better that way than me explaining it in like a short call like this.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, sounds good. And then reach back to Andrew, whether you want to join or not. I know a lot of mentorships, the price is a lot higher, like 1.5K, 3K, 5K. But yeah, I'm not saying like, like it's, like how do I say it? More expensive is worse, right? It's obviously more premium package. But what we offer, I truly believe this can actually help out a lot of students.
Got it.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon, Lucas. If you do decide to join or not, if not, all good, bro. Like keep looking into, whatever you gotta look into. And if it is something you want to look into, right? If you want to join a mentorship, let Andrew know in the DMs, and then we'll just get you onboarded.
All right, got it. Thank you.
All right, see you, Lucas. Yeah, that guy's not coming back. Oh, bro, these unqualified as prospects, bro, nigga, like. Today's not my day.